What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we have the UA Archetype, or Ultra Athletes. This is a new archetype that's coming out in Duelist Alliance, and at first, whenever I just heard the name of these, of course, I was thinking that they were the cards that Yugioh's teacher used, or principal, but evidently not. They're actually just going to be a Tron baseball archetype. That's the best way I can explain it, right? I mean, come on, if baseball was really like this, I would actually watch baseball if it was like this. But yeah, it's only 3 cards in this archetype, one of them being common, which is the spell card. The other 2 monster cards are rares, so it's going to be pretty cheap as well. It's a TCG exclusive world premiere archetype, and I found it to be pretty interesting, even though we missed out on some really cool exclusives that, of course, the OCG got from this, mainly Star Ceres being the main thing I wanted from that. But we at least got some really cool TCG exclusives for ourselves. I mean, Burning Abyss, and of course, these, the Ultra Athletes. So far, I kind of wonder about them, but I'm hoping that in the future, the Ultra Athletes will get a lot more support. I can see this archetype actually having a good future ahead of it, or I hope so. As long as they just print more cards for it, I can really see them having a lot of potential. But yeah, let's go on ahead and talk about the 3 new cards for this archetype. First card we're going to talk about is UA Mighty Slugger. It is a warrior, level 5, 2300 attack, 700 defense. Its effect is you can special summon this card from your hand by returning one UA monster you control to the hand, except UA Mighty Slugger. You can only special summon UA Mighty Slugger once per turn this way. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects till the end of the damage step. UA Mighty Slugger has a pretty good effect. I can see it kind of come in handy a little bit more when there are more UA monsters in the future. Maybe if we have some that we can normal summon a little easier, like some level 4s, because the other one is also a level 5 and has basically the same sort of effect, at least on the first part, where you have to, of course, return a UA monster to your hand, and then you can special summon this card. But other than that, I guess it's not too hard to summon even on that, but again, more support will make that a lot better. The second part of this effect is something that's actually really cool, and it makes it where, of course, if it attacks, then your opponent can activate cards or effects till the end of the damage step. So that means they can't really stop the attack in any way, which can win games on that. It can help out, get the damage you need, get rid of, even attacking other monsters or whatever you plan to do on that. So that can actually come in handy. Kind of a basic effect, sort of reminds me of like Ancient Gears in a way. I mean, not exactly the same, but it's kind of gives me that sort of idea. And yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty good card. It has alright attack too. I mean, 2300 for a level 5 seems pretty good as well. But again, the only flaw I really see with this is that we need some more UA monsters that are level 4, which or just easier to summon in that you'd be level 4 through 1, I guess. And yeah, I think that would really help them out as well. Alright, next up we have UA Perfect Ace. It is a warrior, level 5 earth, 1500 attack, 2500 defense. Its effect is you can special summon this card from your hand by returning one UA monster you control to the hand, except UA Perfect Ace. You can only special summon UA Perfect Ace once per turn this way. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can discard 1 card and negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. This is a quick effect. First off, Perfect Ace, of course, has the same first effect that Slugger has, where basically, of course, that you can summon it by returning one UA monster you control to the hand, except, of course, itself. And then its last part of the effect that makes it different, and it's actually a really good effect, I think, is that once per turn during your opponent's turn, when a card effect is activated, you can discard a card and negate the activation, and if you destroy it. And it's a quick effect on that, too. So you can get rid of a lot of problematic cards by doing it, just being able to just discard a card, and being able to get rid of a problematic card your opponent has can really be worth it. Also, this monster is more of a defensive monster too, with 2500 defense. That's not bad actually. For a level 5 monster, not bad at all on that. Again, I feel like, this is something that just the archetype suffers with, is that if it did have, we need a few more UA monsters to make this useful, but since this is, they only get 3 monsters in this set, I can see there being still a lot of potential in that, so hopefully they'll get a few more monsters later on, and make it a little bit easier to bring out these 2 cards, because you just can only bring them out one, by, of course, bringing out Perfect Ace by getting Slugger, and vice versa is really the only thing you can do. So it would help out a lot if we had a few more UA monsters to do that. And the last card we have to talk about today is UA Stadium. This is a field spell card for this archetype, and its effect is if a UA monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add one UA monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if a UA monster is special summoned to your side of the field, all monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. UA Stadium is actually really similar to Black Whirlwind, or that's what it reminds me of the most, where whenever you normal summon a UA monster to your side of the field, you can add a UA monster from your deck to your hand. That can really come in handy, especially if we had some UA monsters, again, that were, easier easier to normal summon. I mean, I guess you could the other ones that we already have, but if you had something, you know, a little bit more to the archetype and you could, then you can easily combo with that, and then use the one you normal summon to send back to your hand, and then a special summon, whether it be Slugger or Perfect Ace, from your hand, and then of course activate the second effect of UA Stadium, which of course would make it whenever a UA monster is special summoned to your side of the field, all monsters you control gain 500 attack. If you had a few extra monsters in the field as well, all gaining 500 attack, that could be devastating. That can either wipe out your opponent's life points, run over stronger monster stuff on the field too, and that's where I see a lot of potential. This card can actually help them out a lot. But yeah, this card seems to be a really great card for them. Great support. I mean, with only 3 cards, having this kind of support seems pretty amazing. I can't wait to see what else they're going to have. And that's the UA archetype, or so far. What do you guys think about this archetype so far? I mean, there's only 3 cards. It's hard to judge it too much. But again, I feel like if there are a few more, which is basically what it needs, and some lower monsters that you could easily normal summon, I mean, you could normal summon the other ones, but I still think that, you know, if they had something at level 4 that could really help out with them, or, you know, something stronger like that, that could really come in handy, especially if it had good attack and everything too. That would just be nice. And with the cards it already has, though, it seems like a pretty good lineup so far. I'm not disappointed with this archetype so far. I think it has a good future ahead of it. I think hopefully that we will see it in, of course, the next couple of sets, like add on to it, sort of like what we saw with Noble Knights and stuff. Although I think this will be a little bit stronger Noble Knights because it has a good start, and I'm hoping that maybe it will, you know, keep going is what I mean. You know, where Noble Knights kind of seemed like they really went slow, as a lot of people joke about and stuff, it seems like now they have to get a box to become stronger. I really hope the UA archetype and of course Burning Abyss, because they're kind of in the same spot as well, will keep getting stronger and, you know, keep getting better cards as the packs go on. And I can see this archetype really doing that. It looks like to a cheaper version. I hope that it will kind of keep to the common and rares and still be strong, because I think that would be pretty cool, because we don't really see that in TCG very often. Usually you have to, of course, give them, you know, it just costs an arm and a leg to have a good archetype, especially one that's like a TCG exclusive. So I would love to see the UAs get stronger, be cheap still, you know, being in commons and rares. And yeah, what do you guys think about this archetype too? Do you think it will be a cool archetype in the future? Do you think it maybe will just get a few cards and won't see much of them? And also tell me if you plan to try out this archetype. Maybe try to use them even without, you know, even just these 3 cards if you plan to try. I know I still plan to try them out, but again, they still need a few more cards to be a little bit better. But yeah, of course, tell me what you guys think. Of course, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and also tell me what other archetypes from this set you want me to talk about. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.